Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla technical analysis. Today Tesla ended the day at $739.38, up over 1% from yesterday. I do want to hop on here and share with you guys my thought on Tesla and what's to expect tomorrow and the day after. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Let's get right into technical analysis. Even though I'm passionate about technical and fundamental analyses, I am not a financial advisor or a stock guru, so please do your own research and use my video for entertainment purpose only. So here's the daily chart on Tesla. You can see that these two beige line here that I have captures the gap that Tesla had a gap down on Monday. It went from 756 on Friday down to 732 on Monday, and today it started to move back up, attempting to close the gap, but it has not been successful in doing so. At the high point of the day, Tesla reached about 744. In order to close the gap, it needs to get to 756, so it still has a bit to go. Right now, at the end of the day, it was at 739. So I do think that it does have roughly $17 more to go before it could close the gap. Once it closed the gap, the resistance level would be 760, which could be achievable as well. But right now, let's take a look at tomorrow's price action to see where Tesla could go. I'm going to move down to the hourly chart. So based on these pivot points for tomorrow, it seems like the trading range is narrowed because the price action today wasn't very volatile. So on the upper end, Tesla could reach 746. Mid pivot point is 737, and at the bottom is 723. As you can see, that Tesla started today right at the pivot point and bounced off of it, went all the way up to the upper pivot point of 741 or so, and then start retracing or consolidating around there. It is not necessarily bearish at all, but in the 2-day grand scheme of things, I think it still has a little bit more to go to close the gap and to resume bullish. For right now, I still lean bearish until Tesla can successfully close this gap. The strong support is still there, which is 701 and 695 level, which is 50 days SMA and 200 days SMA respectively. The volume today is 95%, so it is a decent volume day compared to the day before. It was over 100%. So the move down, it had a lot of sell volume, and the move up, we have about 40% sell volume and 60% buy volume. We also need to note that in the grand scheme of things, Tesla is still having this major bull flag on the daily here. It has not materialized. In order for this bull flag to materialize, Tesla needs to break out above 760 in order to get to 793, which is the first price target for the bull flag, and it hasn't gotten there. I am skeptical of today's bullish move. I still think that we still lean a little bearish at this point, but I do hope that Tesla would close the gap in order to resume bullish. If it doesn't close the gap tomorrow, then we could either expect Tesla to fall back down below 733, or it could consolidate here for a few more days, and then we'll see what the future will bring for next week. A quick peek at the weekly chart here. I know we only have 2 days into the week. And this candle here is still an inside bar of a relatively bullish candle from the week before. So from a longer term perspective, the bulls are still okay. The only time where I would say we should be concerned is if Tesla for some reason moved down to 599 or 600. That would make a triple top, and that could get Tesla to fall down further. For right now, we are very far away from it, so I'm not too concerned, at least at the moment. Right now, the hope is for Tesla to fill back this gap that it created on Monday, which is a weekly gap, and if that is filled, then I think we are good to go. Let's take a look at a smaller time frame for today. So this is a 15-minute chart. We can see the Tesla price price action is pretty strong. Aside from the volatility in the first 15 minutes of the day, it was really consistent. Obviously, the pivot point is a good resistance level for it today. So I'd say if you are a day trader out there, I think installing the pivot study is a very important thing for your day trading, because you can gauge when to take profit and when to take a trade, right? So for example, when Tesla touched this pivot point down here, you could probably take a trade based on a potential bounce, and sure enough, it bounced. And then when Tesla get to this pivot point here, it's a good opportunity to take profit. So if you were to take Tesla from this pivot point all the way to this pivot point, that could be a very decent trade betting on reversal. If I were to go to the 5-minute chart, just to kind of have a little bit of clarity on the price action, Tesla hit the bottom here at around 7:30 within the first 5 minutes, and then pull a very strong bullish hammer and start reversing. So it hit to the pivot level at around 10:05. So within the first 35 minutes, Tesla would hit your price target if you were to enter a call option here. So if we are to strategize trading for tomorrow, we could see whether Tesla will open around the lower end of the gap here, which is 733, 732. Remember, Tesla had a gap on Monday from 756 down to 732. So if Tesla starts the day there, 733, that would be effectively a $6 gap down, right? It ended the day today at 739. If it opens tomorrow at 733, that is a $6 gap down. You could play the gap for Tesla to close the gap at 739, which also happens to be this pivot level here. And then you can take profit there. Or you could have Tesla go all the way up to 746, which is the resistance point from the past, as well as the upper pivot point. I personally would only play the gap and would take profit right at 739 here once Tesla closed the gap, because I don't really know where Tesla will go, right? Ideally, it would go all the way up and close the gap at 756, but it has quite a few resistance before getting there. Conversely, if Tesla has a gap up and started the day at 746 already, I would venture to say that it probably will close the gap and move back down. Once again, these two pivot points could be, and that means that I would play a put option from this upper pivot point down to the middle pivot point. And if Tesla sells off with strong volume, then you could also hold on to that put down to 733 and potentially 723. But keep in mind, the Tesla reverses really fast. So there's no guarantee for day traders that you could get the entire move from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom. So if you can catch the momentum within a few minutes or a couple of hours, I think that's good enough. Watch out for these pivot points to avoid reversal. If you are a swing trader, right now I don't see necessarily an opportunity just yet. I think short term it could fill the gap, but it could also consolidate and then move back down before moving back up. I do think that September 27th week, which is next week, is a good opportunity for a call option playing the Q3 delivery result hype. And we would probably take that call off before Tesla actually releases the delivery result. So those are some of the thoughts for day traders and swing traders there. Let me know your thoughts below. What kind of trade are you contemplating for Tesla, and whether or not you will execute a trade this week. But this is it for this video. I hope you find the information helpful, and until the next video, bye.